Hi, welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Catherine and I'm going to Disney World. So I'm headed from Boston to Orlando right now. My mom is joining me, so you'll see her throughout the duration of these videos that I'll be putting out about my Disney World trip. So follow along, we should be having a good time. But now, time to get on this plane. So we are officially on the plane. I'm here with my mom. Say hi, Mom.
Hi.
This is my mom, Janine. She's going to be joining me on my Disney World trip, but I had a bit of a chaotic start because I was waiting like 20 minutes in line to get some Dunkin', and I barely made it on the flight, but here we are. Are you excited, Mom?
So excited.
What are you most looking forward to?
Magic Kingdom. I love it.
Yeah, Magic Kingdom is my mom's favorite park. Hollywood Studios is mine, but we're going to get on this plane and head down to Orlando.
Off we go.
Just a little bit about our trip. My mom and I are, of course, like I mentioned before, flying from Boston Logan International Airport to MCO, which is Orlando's International Airport. We are going to be staying for 4 nights at Disney's All-Star Movies, and then we got a 3-day park hopper pass to visit Animal Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Magic Kingdom. If you're not familiar with what a park hopper pass is, it's essentially Disney's version of a park-to-park ticket. So instead of going to one park per day, my mom and I are actually allowed to go from park to park each and every day. And that way, because we do have such a short duration of our trip, it allows us to make the most out of our vacation. As for the All-Star Movies hotel that we're staying at, it's considered one of Disney's value resorts, which is always a smart option if you're looking for something affordable but still within the Disney bubble, which includes free transportation into the parks. Okay, so me and my mom just made it to MCO, the Orlando International Airport. We are requesting an Uber to go to All-Star Movies. We are staying there for 4 nights,
Yes.
I believe, and I'm so excited. Are you excited, Mom?
So excited.
Woohoo! We met our driver at the arrival section of Terminal C, JetBlue's terminal at MCO or Orlando's International Airport. The drive from the airport to All-Star Movies was about 35 to 40 minutes. It was about $40 without the tip, but once we did make it to the All-Star Movies hotel, we didn't even need to check in with anyone at the front desk because I had already done that on the My Disney Experience Disney World app. I definitely recommend downloading it if you are going on a Disney World trip because not only can you see your hotel reservation, but you can also book your dining reservations and also your lightning lanes and see a bunch of other Disney World information. We also checked in our bags at luggage services because our room wasn't quite ready yet. So as you can see, we have arrived to All-Star Movies. Our room isn't quite ready yet. So what we're gonna do is shop around in the hotel gift shop and just look around. My mom does have a broken kneecap, so we did use Scooter King, which is a third-party ECV rental company, to rent her a scooter. So we're just waiting until they show up to deliver that ECV scooter for her. Looking around this gift shop just a little bit, and then after the ECV scooter is delivered, we're gonna head to Disney Springs because we do have a reservation at Summer House on the Lake at 2:30, and I'm really excited. So let's look around this gift shop first, wait until the ECV scooter arrives, and then head to Disney Springs. Mom, are you finding anything cute?
Yes. Let me show you the wine section for the parents.
So they do have this like little grocery section in the All-Star Movies where they have things like wine. They also have groceries and so forth. My mom wants to show me you.
The big bad wolf.
Oh, it's a Big Bad Wolf wine. That's what she wanted to show you. But like I was mentioning before, they have groceries, they have wine, of course, like my mom was showing you. They also have other types of things that you can buy, like medicine, sunscreen, and so forth. But this is super helpful and convenient to have if you ever do forget anything while you're staying on Disney property, specifically here at All Star Movies. Ooh, these are super cute. Like, I'm always a sucker for mugs. I specifically love this chip mug. I might honestly have to buy this before I leave here, but we'll have to shop around. Like I said, we are going to Disney Springs later, so they might have a wider variety of a selection of mugs. Mom, what did you find?
Pinocchio.
These journals, or I don't even know if they're journals. What are they?
They're beautiful journals, and look at the picture inside.
Yeah, those are journals. I thought for a second that they were autograph books, but no, they're just journals. They're so pretty. They have Pinocchio, they have Snow White, Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, Inside Out. So cute. I'm also wanting to get a new Magic Band. I don't know if I am loving any of the selection here. Like I said again, I am going to Disney Springs later, so they might have a larger selection there when we go. While I was in the gift shop, I did get a call from Walmart Delivery saying that they were delivering our groceries, and the same Bell Services that took our luggage for our room not being ready, they also took our groceries. But the ECV scooter is still not being delivered just yet. It should be being delivered soon, but my mom and I wanted to go check out the food court as well. So let's head inside. I want to see if they have a water bottle refill station in here. So let's go. My mom and I really didn't utilize this food court except for this one and only time to refill our water bottles because, like I mentioned before, we did get a grocery delivery from Walmart. But if you are on the Disney dining plan, this is one of the many locations that you can use that Disney dining plan. I definitely recommend it if you have a larger family, but it just didn't make sense for just me and my mom. As you can see, my mom did get her scooter, and behind you, that's where they'll actually drop it off. So you won't actually interact with an actual person dropping off your scooter if you do decide to get an ECV with an outside third-party company. But Mom, go zip around, see what moves you can do with that.
All right, here I go.
Whee! There she goes. Now we're off to Disney Springs. Woo! Just kidding, we're not going to Disney Springs quite yet. We actually just got a text from our room that we're in Love Bug Building 7 in room number 7730, so let's head over there first and then Disney Springs. Ready to go to the room, Mom? We're gonna head out by the pool area first and then head to our room. This is the main pool area. It is Fantasmic themed or Fantasia themed. As you can see, it has Mickey in there as if he's in Fantasia or the Fantasmic show at Hollywood Studios. So cute, we'll have to check that out later. As we're walking over here, I'm just loving how themed this is. That's why, I don't know why there's so much hate on the All-Star hotels here at Disney. They are inexpensive and affordable, but they're also super themed, which I love. It actually feels like you're at a Disney resort. Some people don't like how it is so in your face, but I love it. We have made it over to Love Bug 7, which is actually Herbie Fully Loaded themed, which I'm super excited about because one of my childhood movies growing up on Disney Channel is the Lindsay Lohan version. There goes my mom in her little scooter. It's hilarious. I love it. I think we are on the first floor in 7730, so let's head this way. Did you find it, Mom?
7730.
Woo! Here we are.
It's a nice quiet spot.
It is. 7730. We want to do the honors of opening it up, Mom?
Sure, let's do it.
Go ahead, Mom. Is it not going? Okay, so my mom was having some trouble getting into the room with her key card. So we'll have to go to the front desk to figure that out, but you can actually open your door with your phone on the My Disney Experience app, so I'm going to try that now. Oh, we're in. Maybe? There we go. Oh my gosh, here we go. So we have made it to the room. This is a standard room at All Star Movies. As you can see, they have our family name up on the TV right now. There's one queen size bed right there, and then this bed actually is a Murphy bed, so it pulls down from a table into another queen size bed. So if you need that, you can pull that down, which we'll be doing because my mom and I are going in separate beds. And then you have your little My Disney, which is essentially an Alexa. And then we have over here like a little coffee station and also a little cooler. It stays to about 41 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the little sticker that's on there. We have a trash can, of course, a lot of storage underneath the TV, and then you of course have the bathroom over here. Hi, how are you guys? You have a standard sink, hand soap, body lotion, and some little storage over on the side as well. And then you have some storage underneath. I just wanted to pause right here just for a moment because I didn't realize this until later on in my trip, but there is an iron, also a hair dryer, an ironing board, and housekeeping comes every other day rather than every day, just to save on water and being eco-friendly. And then you actually have here, let me get back here so you can take a better look at it, but there's like a little mini closet with some hangers and some storage above, so that way you can hang up your clothes if you need to. There's also, I don't know if you saw this either, my mom already hung up one of her jean jackets, but you can also hang up some coats right there. And then you come in here and this is the bathroom. It comes with a tub and a shower and some of the Disney inspired little things that you can get, like shampoo, conditioner, body wash, bath soap. And then there's the shower head right there. That's the bath and the shower. You of course have your toilet, some bath towels, and that is essentially the whole room. Also, it has some outlets on the side, a phone, and it's on both sides. So you have outlets and storage on each side. Okay, so now that we have looked at our hotel room, which we don't have our luggage in there yet because we did check that with baggage services. So I'm assuming that by the time we go to Disney Springs and come back that our luggage will be there. So that's what we're gonna do now. Initially we're gonna go to Disney Springs first, but then I got a text that our room was ready. So we went back to the room and now we're going to Disney Springs. So let's go there, and then hopefully by the time that we get back, the luggage from luggage services will be in our room. So let's go. Okay, so my mom and I have made it over to Disney Springs, and we are now at the World of Disney, which is one of the largest Disney stores like ever, especially on Disney property. But my goal right now is to find a Magic Band for myself and then head to Summer House on the Lake for some lunch dinner. So let's see what World Disney has first and then head over to get something to eat. They have some really cute mugs over here with like all of the park icons on it, which I'm really tempted to get. They're $24.99 each. Like, just like look at the detail on these. And they come in different colors, so like there's the pink, orange, blue, yellow. So pretty. I'm also over at this like giant mug wall, and I couldn't help but see this cute little mug with like the castle on it and with like some flower details. So pretty. I also couldn't help but notice these like baby tees with like this ribbed texture and these small characters on the front like Donald and Mickey. So cute. So this is all of the Magic Bands that they have in World of Disney. They said, I talked to one of the cast members, that they have the majority of them over at Pin Traders, which is like another store right across the way, so I might go over there instead. So we are at Pin Trading, so let's see what Magic Bands they have. I can already see that they already have so many other options available. They have this whole wall of Magic Bands that aren't necessarily found on the Disney Store website. The two that are sticking out to me that I really want is this mini Magic Band, and then they also have another Magic Band down here that is like Disney snacks. I don't know which one I'm gonna get, but we'll see. So I ended up going with the mini Magic Band, and my mom is gonna go with this cheetah one. So cute. So you can actually use mobile checkout. You don't actually even have to go to a cash register to buy these. So let me show you how. So what you can do is go to the My Disney Experience app, and then go to merchandise checkout. And then we are, actually, never mind. We can only do that at World of Disney, which we're not currently at. But just know that different stores do have mobile checkout options, and you can always check the app. So for Disney Springs, it's World of Disney, Magic Kingdom is the Emporium and Star Traders, Epcot is Creations Shop, and also Treasures of Xandar. Disney's Hollywood Studios is Mickey's of Hollywood, and then Animal Kingdom you can do mobile checkout at Discovery Trading Company and Island Mercantile. But I was going to try to do it here at Pin Traders, but we can't, so we're going to actually just go to the regular checkout. So we were able to get our Magic Bands on and link it to our My Disney Experience app, so that way we can use it on our hotel room, also as payment for any merchandise that we purchase, and also for any food that we get, and also to get into the parks. So really excited that we got these. I don't know how well you can hear me, but we are here having some late lunch at Summer House on the Lake at Disney Springs, and I ordered myself a pink sangria which has like peach and blueberry flavor. It's really good so far. My mom ordered a Merlot, and we also just put in our order for food. I got some chicken tacos, and my mom got a garden salad with some chicken on it, and we're just waiting for that to come. But we're just like looking at each other because we are just so tired, like beyond slap happy, my mom said, like just beyond exhausted. Like I think we underestimated like having to wake up at like 2 a.m. and then being on a 6 a.m. flight. But after this, I think we're just going to go back to the hotel and just relax, maybe watch a Disney movie, and then we'll feel better slept and better rested when we have to go to the parks tomorrow. But we're just waiting on our food now and have some good food when it gets here. So my mom and I just finished our food. And what were we saying, Mom, about the food? That it was just like average?
Yeah.
It wasn't like the best food that I've ever had. Like I feel like I could have had like better tacos somewhere else, or a better salad somewhere else. Like I could have probably made those tacos up. Granted, it is very beautiful in here, like very aesthetic, very much for the vibes of just being here. But the food's just kind of mid, if that makes sense. But that's kind of our take on the Summer House on the Lake.
And we were just really, really hungry.
And again, we were just very, very exhausted and also very, very hungry. We did eat all of our food, but we just thought the food itself, like the taste, was just okay. But now we're gonna go and try to go to their cookie bar, which apparently is also very popular, and see how those are. So I went to the cookie bar here at the Summer Lake House, and I already took a bite out of it, but I got the s'mores cookie, and it's actually pretty good. A lot of people compare this to Gideon's, which is another popular place in Disney Springs to get cookies. If I'm doing like a review on which one I prefer better, right off the bat, I probably would prefer Gideon's a little bit more, just because I like the thicker cookies that Gideon's does, but this is also phenomenal. Definitely check it out if you're here. So me and my mom had a really good time at Disney Springs, but now we're headed back to All-Star Movies to just relax. The sun actually came out. It was pretty overcast and rainy when we first got to Orlando, but now that it's sunny, I really want to take advantage of going to the pool. So that's what I'm gonna do personally. I don't know about my mom, but I really want to go back to the hotel, take advantage of the pool while it's sunny out now, because for the next couple of days it's going to be busy going to the parks. So let's go back to the hotel, and then I am going to go into the pool. I think my mom's just gonna relax, if I'm being honest. and then see what the rest of the night brings. Okay, I have officially changed and now I'm headed to the pool. Let's go. Good morning from Love Bug Building 7 at All Star Movies. It is a brisk 6 in the morning and it is in the 50s, surprisingly. That's why I have my jean jacket on. I have my to-go breakfast with me of my Cliff Bar and Dunkin' iced coffee type drink, if you can call it that. And I am off to Animal Kingdom. Oh my gosh, one of these signs literally just fell over by me. One of those sandwich boards, boards. One of those sandwich boards right there just fell behind me, so I'm sorry about that noise. But like I was saying before, I'm heading over to Animal Kingdom for early entry because they do have what's called early entry where Disney hotel guests can enter the park early. And for Animal Kingdom, it's earlier for that park than the rest of the parks at 7:30. Usually at the other parks it's 8:30. So that's why I'm heading to Animal Kingdom so early right now. To get there on time, they say to leave your hotel room around an hour and a half early. So that's what I'm doing. It's 6 in the morning like I mentioned before. So I'm gonna head on the bus, head over to Animal Kingdom, and see what I get myself into. Then later on tonight, I am going to be going over to Hollywood Studios, park hopping over there, because me and my mom have fun plans of going to see Fantasmic, and we did buy a dinner package for that. We're eating at 50's Primetime Cafe at Hollywood Studios. That way we have reserved seating for Fantasmic. So let's have fun today, and I hope you join along. So I have clearly made it to Animal Kingdom. I am headed over to Kilimanjaro Safaris to rope drop that ride because I've heard the animals are really active in the morning. So let's head over to Africa and check that out. So I just got off of Kilimanjaro Safaris, and although it was a little disappointing, not many of the animals were out, which I heard that early in the morning they are active. So I'm curious to know like why people said that they were more active in the morning when they're really not. Maybe it's because of the weather, because it is pretty cold out today. Like I mentioned before earlier in this video, it's in like the 50s right now, so it may be because of that. But we did see a few animals, just not all of them or as many as I thought. But now I'm heading back to the Tree of Life at the front of the park to go on Zootopia Better Together, which is the new show like inside of the Tree of Life. And I'm super excited. They changed it from like a Bugs Life show to a Zootopia show. So let's go do that now. So I just got out of watching Zootopia Better Zoogether, which is that show underneath the Tree of Life here in Animal Kingdom, and it was super cute. I think it definitely was an overdue replacement for the Bugs Life show. I do really love Bugs Life because it's very nostalgic to me because I grew up on that movie, but not a lot of kids nowadays know what a Bugs Life movie is anymore. So I feel like the Zootopia movie replacement for that show is more relevant, and I feel like a lot more kids would enjoy that. It was super cute. It has like 4D effects, so they'll have like water shoot out at you or like air, things of that nature. But it was super cute. When I was coming out, saw the Winged Encounter show in front of the Tree of Life, where they have a bunch of these birds like fly over the Tree of Life and over you as you're watching the show, which was really fun to see as I was coming out. But I'm still waiting on my mom. My mom decided to sleep in today, but I think she's getting ready now, and I do really want to go over to the Nomad Lounge. Nomad Lounge I have not eaten at yet, so I will see if my mom wants to join me if she gets here on time. If not, I might just go over there alone. And then after that, I have a lightning lane for Flight of Passage in Pandora. And then I'm going to head over to Hollywood Studios after that. Like I mentioned before earlier on in this video, we do have a dinner reservation for the 50s Primetime Cafe because it's a part of their Fantasmic show dining reservation, where we then get reserved seats for the Fantasmic show later on tonight. But yeah, that's what I'm up to right now. So let's see if Nomad Lounge is open right now for us to go see. Actually, change of plans. Nomad Lounge is not open quite yet. So I'm gonna go over to see if I can do the single rider on Expedition Everest. As I'm walking over to Everest, which is right over there, I can't help but notice the crane right over there, which is essentially the new construction that's going on in what was Dinoland. Dinoland is now closed, and it's going to turn into Tropical Americas. We're not going to go over to that area now because it's all walled up, but we're going to head on to the single rider of Everest this way. So I finally made my way over to Nomad Lounge. I did the single rider on Expedition Everest, which was very fun. But now I'm here at Nomad Lounge, like I said before, with my mom. She finally made it to Animal Kingdom with her little decorated scooter. Our churros that I ordered for us just came here. I also ordered a drink, which will be coming up. And I'm just excited to be here. I do have that Flight of Passage lightning lane a little bit after this, and then after that we're gonna head to Hollywood Studios. I finally got my drink. This is called the Annapurna Zing. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it looks so cool with a light on it. I hope it's good. Okay, so me and my mom just got out of Nomad Lounge. It was great and delicious. Now we're headed over to Pandora. I have my Lightning Lane to Flight of Passage, and then my mom actually has never been to Pandora before. She's like stopping and going. It's so funny, I love her. But anyways, my mom's not gonna come on Flight of Passage with me. She's not gonna go on it because she can't bend her knee because of her broken knee cap. But we're just gonna explore being here in Pandora. I'm gonna go on Flight of Passage with my Lightning Lane. My mom's gonna explore when I'm on that ride. And then we're gonna head over to Hollywood Studios. So Mom, what do you think of Pandora so far?
Pretty cool. It's an experience to say the least.
Okay, now it's time for my Lightning Lane for Flight of Passage. Let's go. I'm so excited. My mom can't go on this because of her knee, but I'll be going on it. Goodbye, Animal Kingdom. Just got off of Flight of Passage. Now my mom and I are headed to Hollywood Studios.
I like a song with a skippity beat.
When the melody moves right along.
The kind of a tune you can tap with your feet.
So my mom and I have officially made it to Hollywood Studios. I did do a little bit of an outfit change because, like I mentioned before, we are doing the dining package for Fantasmic where we're eating at the 50s Prime Time Cafe, and my mom and I wanted to dress up as the 50s. So I am in like my 50s attire with a pearl necklace, a black dress, a jean jacket, a red bandana, and right now we're a little bit early for our 50s primetime reservation. So we're gonna go on, well, not on, we're gonna go see the Little Mermaid show because there is a new adaptation of that. And then I want to go on a single rider of the Rock and Roller Coaster because it is not going to be a thing anymore. It's going to be Muppets. So I'm so excited. As we're walking over to see the Little Mermaid show, I do want to mention that there are walls up because the animation courtyard here is being refurbished. It should be opening in the summer of 2026, so in a few months at the time of filming this in February 2026. The only thing that is open is the Little Mermaid show in this animation courtyard, but we're gonna go see that now and we're gonna have a fun time. After that, like I mentioned, I'm gonna go to the single rider line of Rock and Roller Coaster because that is being refurbished soon. It's not gonna be based on Aerosmith anymore. It's going to be based on the Muppets. So it's not really a refurbishment, it's just like a retheming. But I'm super excited for that. I am, of course, gonna miss the Aerosmith version, but the Muppet version will also be a great addition. So I just got out of the Voyage of the Little Mermaid show with my mom, and it was okay. It is an updated version, so they just revamped it a few months ago, back in 2025, and it was good. It definitely needed an update, but I just don't like how much screens there were and not as many like actors or puppeteers. That's my only critique. But now what I'm gonna do is go to Rock and Roller Coaster to ride in the single rider line, and then after that I'm gonna head to 50's Primetime Cafe for dinner because, like I mentioned before, my mom and I purchased the dinner package for Fantasmic, so that way we have reserved seating for that later on tonight. But let's head on Rock and Roller Coaster first. I just got off of Rock and Roller Coaster for my very last ride of it, and I'm so sad that this is going away, but I am looking forward to the new Muppets reimagining of this ride. Now it's time for me to go over to 50's Primetime Cafe for my dinner reservation because, like I mentioned before, I did book this a part of like a dining package so that way my mom and I have reserved seats at Fantasmic tonight. But let's head over there now. We are now seated at the 50's Primetime Cafe. It's really cute in here. I love all of the details. The waitresses are also super sassy, which I love. It's supposed to be very 50's themed, as you can assume, and they're treating you like you're in your mom's kitchen. So they'll make little sassy comments like eat your vegetables or like clean up after yourself, set the table, things like that. But I did order a cocktail. I ordered the PB&J cocktail. My mom got the espresso martini, and I have meatloaf coming on the way. My mom has chicken pot pie coming on the way. And like I mentioned before, this is a part of like the Fantasmic dinner package. So when we got here, they actually gave us tickets for us to present to the cast members at the Fantasmic show, if I can speak English today, so that they know that we bought the dining package, and that way they can escort us to the like seating area, the reserved seating area at Fantasmic. But yeah, just sipping my cocktail, enjoying it while I'm here, just taking in the vibes here and waiting for our food to get here. But the cocktail is really good so far, and I just can't wait for the food to get here because I know it's going to be delicious. So I just got out of 50's Primetime, and I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I had a Lightning Lane scheduled right after dinner for Rise of the Resistance, which is a ride in Galaxy's Edge here in Hollywood Studios. And I got a notification on my Disney World app, the My Disney Experience app, that the ride was down and that they didn't know when it was going to get back up. So I ended up just going to guest relations, and they actually refunded me the money that I paid for like getting a Lightning Lane for that ride, because I've heard like horror stories, for lack of a better term, that Rise of the Resistance does go down quite frequently, and sometimes it doesn't go back up for like the rest of the day. So I really honestly don't want to waste my money if it's not going to go back up at all. They didn't even like give me like a redemption pass for like another ride. It was like only redeemable at Rise of the Resistance. So I'm just going to hang out for the rest of the night here at Hollywood Studios, see if I want to go on any rides, meet any characters, see any shows before I have to head to Fantasmic. So let's see what I get myself into. Okay, I think I've decided what I want to do. There's a new villain show. Well, not new, but within the past few months new. And it's a villain show, and I really want to go see it because I haven't seen it yet. So I'm booking it over there because it literally starts in like 3 minutes. So I'm doing my little Boston fast walk over there. So I just got out of Villains Unfairly Ever After, the show. I was trying to look up to make sure that I was saying the right name of the show. But it was basically just about Cruella de Vil, Captain Hook, and Maleficent, and trying to choose which one is the most misunderstood out of those three villains. My Magic Band was even like interacting with the show. It was like lighting up and vibrating, which was super cool. But I enjoyed it for the most part. The only complaint that I do have is that there was a lot of screams, much like with Voyage of the Little Mermaid, the show that I saw earlier. But it was pretty good. It was pretty cute. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand in my ticket that I got from my dining package from when I went to the 50s Prime Time Cafe earlier for dinner. And I'm going to go see Fantasmic and go to the reserved seating area. So let's go. I'm super excited. I just got seated here at Fantasmic. It is my favorite nighttime show at Disney, like, ever. And I am, like, living for this. I haven't seen it in years. And there's some new scenes that have been added, which I'm super excited to see. I also love the playlist for this stadium. It's all of like the early 2000s remixes of like original Disney songs, and I'm just here for it. But let's wait for Fantasmic to start. I can't wait. Good morning, hello, another Disney day, another vlog. I'm here with my Dunkin' iced coffee drink and my Cliff protein bar, and I am off to Epcot for today. My mom, yet again like yesterday, is sleeping in. She did not join me for early entry for Animal Kingdom, and she's not going to be joining me for early entry at Epcot. Unlike the early entry at Animal Kingdom, which started at 7:30, the early entry for Epcot starts at 8:30, much like the rest of the Disney parks. Animal Kingdom has the earliest early entry, which kind of makes sense because they have a really early closing time around 6 p.m. But I'm off to Epcot now. I have some lightning lanes available that I've already booked in advance. And then I also have a lunch reservation, and you'll see that very soon in this video. But I'm just super excited to be heading to Epcot because there are a few rides that I have not been on yet. So it should be a really fun time because it's just new things to experience, new things to do and see, especially here at Disney. It's always a magical time. So let's head to Epcot. So I have officially made it to Epcot. What I'm gonna do now is I'm going to rope drop Test Track because apparently they refurbished it and I have not been on it yet. So let's head over there now. So I just got off of the renovated Test Track 3.0, what I like to call it. But I really liked it. I enjoyed it. I think it's a much needed refurbishment for it, a lot smoother. I really like the aspect of it having more of a storyline where it's like more about sustainability instead of you just being like a crash dummy like it was before. But I enjoyed it and it was a lot of fun. Now I think I'm gonna go over to the Moana area where it's more of like an interactive water feature. So let's head over there right now. Here we are at Journey of Water. Here we go. It says stand on this little watermark and then wave your hand and there's gonna be a stream in front of me. So let's do this. Oh, that's cool. I'm like waving my hand in front of me and there's water that's like coming up. That's really cool. I'm really liking it in here so far. There's a lot of interactive water features and there's even like different signs around this area telling you and educating you about how to conserve nature, which is always super helpful to know about. It even says right here, stand on the water, which I'm practically standing on. And it says raise your arms and C to try to work as a group, but I'm the only one here, but let me see if I can do something, okay? I'm raising my arms now. Oh my gosh, cool. Very interactive water features. I love this. Woo! So I just got out of Moana Journey of Water. I thought it was pretty good. It was my first time in there. There was a lot of like interactive water elements like I was mentioning before. So I think it's a really cool place to go to learn about, you know, conserving nature. There's a lot of elements that I think that kids would enjoy as well. I don't know when the next like time I'll go in there, just because I feel like I saw it all and interacted with everything. I definitely wouldn't go there like every time I go to Epcot, but maybe if you have small kids, they would really enjoy going there every time to interact with the different water elements. But I also don't know how much this fits in with Epcot either. Like I feel like Moana Journey of Water fits more in with like Animal Kingdom, but that's just me. But overall, it's a cute attraction if you want to call it that. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on it. Now it's time to get on Remy's Ratatouille adventure, if I can speak English today, because that's my first fast pass of the day. Okay, I am here at the Ratatouille ride and see who met me. My mom, she's dressed up as Ursula today.
Hello!
Ready to go on Ratatouille?
Yes, I am. Let's go.
Yeehaw!
Ah non, j'adore en vrai.
Thank you. Have a good day. Stay warm, girls.
Let's take a moment for my mom's light up scooter and her Ursula outfit while we're waiting in line. Look at her. Ursula!
Des invités pour le dîner.
Yes, but we're here. Hein? Pour le repas idéal. Coq au vin? Non. A simple omelet? Too simple.
Voilà.
Mais oui, that's it. Poussez-vous de là.
I'm not even moving.
I know.
Vite, par ici.
It's really cool.
Cette nourriture est pour nos invités, pas pour vous. Hey guys, the food is for them, not you.
Well, that was really fun. I really enjoyed it. Some of it was in French and some of it was in English. And you board essentially a mouse and you're transported into the size of a mouse or a rat. Why did I say mouse? You're transported into the size of like a rat and you're like running around the kitchen and things happen and mischief comes around, but it was really cute and I loved it. A lot of screens though, but it was really fun. Now I think I'm in the mood for a crepe. So I ended up getting the ham and cheese galette, which is similar to a crepe, but not exactly. It was delicious, but my mom and I are actually heading separate ways right now because she has a broken kneecap. She can't really do a lot of the rides or certain experiences, so she's just gonna go shop around. We do have a reservation at San Angel Inn, which is the restaurant at the Mexico Pavilion, at 1:30, so we're gonna meet there then. But right now what I'm gonna try to do is go on Frozen Ever After because the animatronics for the characters in that ride have changed quite a bit. Instead of having screens for faces, they have like actual animated faces now, like physical features almost. And then I also have a lightning lane after that for Guardians of the Galaxy, then Soarin', then head to San Angel Inn, the restaurant in the Mexico Pavilion at 1:30. So let's head over to Frozen Ever After right now. just got off of Frozen Ever After, and I have to say, the new animatronics with the actual facial features looks so much better. I have been on that ride before, but it had like the screen type faces, and the new faces just look so much more realistic. So I'm glad I got to ride that and see like the new animatronic faces. But anyway, now I'm headed over to Guardians of the Galaxy to go ride that, and it'll be my first time on Guardians of the Galaxy, which I'm super excited about because I've heard that people absolutely love that ride. I heard there's different songs that you can get, so after I ride this, I'll let you know what song I get, but you probably will already figure out what song it is by the videos that I take, so let's go. Thank you.
Unforgettable experience.
Welcome, Epcot Terrans. I am Centurion Tal Merrick, and we're just about ready to teleport you up to the ship for the demonstration. That is a big man. I need to alert Nova Prime. I've been watching Terrans for eons.
You can go ahead of me.
Unusually large man. Then you were likely doomed.
Rock and roll from existence.
What have we done?
I think we jumped back.
Big Bang!
Generator. It's the only way out.
Guardians of the Galaxy was amazing. I got One Way or Another for this song, and I think it's my new favorite roller coaster at Disney World. Now it's time for me to go ride Soarin' because I do have a lightning lane for that. Afterwards, I'm getting lunch with my mom at St. Angel Inn in the Mexico Pavilion. Thank you.
I'll be your chief flight attendant today. We'll begin boarding in a few minutes, but first I'd like to acquaint you with some important safety information. When the doors to your flight open, please take a seat and store all carry-on items in the under-seat compartment. This includes cameras, purses, hats, and, of course, these little beauties.
just got out of Soarin', and I'm gonna make my way over to the Mexico Pavilion because, like I mentioned before, my mom and I have a 1:30 lunch reservation at the San Angel Inn restaurant there. But I do need to fill up my water bottle. And pro tip, I found out actually from TikTok this tip actually. If you go onto the My Disney Experience app and go into the search bar, you can actually find water bottle refill stations throughout the park that you're in. So I think I'm gonna go to the closest one to me and then make my way over to the Mexico Pavilion. If I can speak today, oh my goodness. Can't speak English right now, but let's get my water bottle refilled and then head to Mexico. Okay, so as I'm heading over to Mexico to have lunch with my mom at the St. Angel Inn restaurant, I can't help but notice these big white tarps over the lawn here at Epcot, right in front of the World Showcase. They typically have a lot of festivals here at Epcot. Right now, it's that weird time when there's no festival going on, so the Festival of the Arts just ended and they're getting ready for the Flower and Garden Festival, so this is where a lot of the flower beds would be for the Flower and Garden Festival. But I just wanted to show you that on my way over to Mexico because no matter what time of year that you come to Epcot, there's always going to be a festival going on, except, of course, these weird few weeks in between them, which is very rare. Very, very rare that they don't have a festival going on, except for those like weird shoulder weeks in between the festivals. But let's go to Mexico to have some good food. So my mom and I just finished up here at the San Angel Inn restaurant, and it was really great and delicious. We both got a margarita. I got a passion fruit margarita. I think it's called the wild one. My mom got a blood orange margarita. And then my mom got some tacos, and I also got some steak quesadillas, which were both so good. My mom actually requested that we go on the Grand Fiesta Tour, the Three Caballeros ride, after this, because we actually do have a view of that ride from our table, which is really, really cool. But we're gonna finish up here and then head on to the Grand Fiesta Tour. Okay, so I just got out of the Mexico Pavilion. I had a great lunch with my mom, went on the Grand Fiesta Tour ride with the Three Caballeros, and I want to go back to the hotel just to take a little bit of a break, rest up, charge everything, and then head back tonight for the fireworks. But before I do that, I just want to get like a little treat for myself. I want to go over to Germany specifically because they have my favorite grapefruit beer. And I've also never been to their bakery. I want to go to their bakery there as well. So I'm gonna get a grapefruit beer, maybe a little sweet treat from their bakery, and then head back to the hotel just to rest up and charge everything, and then be back later tonight for the fireworks. And just an FYI, for those who don't know or who have never been to Epcot, Epcot has what's called the World Showcase, which is what I'm on right now. There's this big lake area, and on this lake, they have multiple countries along it. Currently, right now, I just walked from the Mexico Pavilion through Norway. I'm currently in China, and the next country is Germany, which is where I'm heading to go to that bakery and also to get my grapefruit beer. So just wanted to let you know, and just in case you haven't been to Epcot or if you're not familiar with it, that's kind of like the setup of the park, is that they have this like main front section, and then in the back they have this lake where they have this thing called the World Showcase, where they have like a bunch of pavilions surrounding this lake, and it's a really fun time to like eat, drink, and just have fun. Here we are in Germany. There's that bakery. It's called like Caramel Kusch. I don't even know how to pronounce that. It basically sells a lot of like Werther products, if you're familiar, the Werther's caramels. And then over there is where I get my grapefruit beer. But because I'm right here at the bakery, I'm just gonna go in here, get a little sweet treat, and then go over there to get my grapefruit beer. So I found like the perfect spot, like right on the water at this table, and I'm literally looking at the Epcot ball with my little caramel square that I got actually from that bakery, and then also the grapefruit beer that I told you that I was gonna get. I had such a hard time choosing what I wanted from the bakery because it just smelled so good in there. They obviously specialize in caramel because it is, I think, sponsored by Werther's Caramel. And I just ended up going with like a basic caramel square. So I'm gonna just sit here, enjoy my little caramel square and my beer, and just look at the water and admire the Epcot ball. I'm all finished with my beer and also my caramel square. I was thinking about taking this friendship boat back to the front of the park because they do have these like little tiny docks every so often around the park, so that way you don't have to walk so far back to the front of the park. Like over here, as you can see, I'll bring you over. There's these docks, like you can see, where they'll dock up and you can just hop on the boat and it'll bring you over by the Epcot ball over there, which is the front of the park. But I just missed it, I think. So I'm just gonna walk. I need my steps in anyway. So let's head back to the front of the park and then I can head back to the hotel. I was able to walk back to the front of the park because, like I mentioned before, I am gonna head back to the hotel just to rest a little bit and charge all of my electronics, and then I'll be back tonight for the fireworks. So I'll see you real soon.
He's able to enter that hall, feel that moment, and feel the gravity of his. It's a very curated process. Who the First Lady and the President will.
Okay, so I am all rested up and charged up. I have my Alani energy drink, the pink slush flavor, so that I'm ready to go and watch these Epcot fireworks. So let's go. Also, I wanted to add, don't ever feel bad for going back to your room in the middle of a park day, because that way you can recharge. Like, a lot of people feel guilty for going back to their hotel room on a Disney vacation because they feel like they need to go and do all the things and see all the things and experience everything. But that's how you get burnt out. So I definitely recommend, if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling exhausted, the best way to have a Disney vacation is just go back to your hotel room for like an hour, and then you feel so much better. But let's head to Epcot to watch these fireworks. Oh, that was so cool. As soon as I was walking into the park, they were having a show on the Epcot ball. How fun. Before going to the fireworks, look who I found. My best friend, Walt. Say hi, Walt. Okay, I have to go to the fireworks now, he said, because I'm gonna be late. Good morning. Today is the day that I'm headed to Magic Kingdom. I'm so excited. I'm gonna bring you along with me and we'll see what fun we get into. I'm rope dropping today. I do have early entry because I am staying at a Disney hotel. As you can tell, I'm staying at All Star Movies, so early entry starts at 8:30 in the morning. It's currently around 6:45 in the morning because I like to head out the door around an hour and a half early from when early park entry starts, because you have to catch the bus, get there, go through security. Typically buses start around like an hour and a half before early entry starts, so that's why I'm heading over to the bus stop here at All Star Movies so that I can get to Magic Kingdom on time, get through the gates, and then get on some rides, take some pictures, take some videos, do all the things, eat all the food. So let's head to Magic Kingdom right now. I'm so excited, and I hope you're excited to join me along. So let's go. So I am finally here at Magic Kingdom. As you can see by the castle behind me, I'm here for early entry, which is basically when Disney hotel guests get to go into the parks early because they are staying on property. So I'm gonna go ahead and head over to Rope Drop Seven Dwarfs Mine Train right now. That'll be my first ride, and then see what the rest of the day brings. Okay, change of plans. I know the ride is technically not open yet, so the queue doesn't have any people in it yet, but the line for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train was like wrapping like literally all around the line. I had not seen it that busy before. It was insane. I've been on the ride before, so it's not like I was trying to get on the ride for the first time. So I'm not worried about it. I'm not too sure if I'll go on the ride today. Maybe if I go when it's not busy, like at the end of the night. But right now, I think I'm just gonna like sit back, relax, see where the day takes me. Sometimes this happens. You plan on doing things at the Disney parks, and then it doesn't work out because there's long lines or things get shut down. So if you're coming to Disney and things don't go according to plan, I know a lot of people like to make very scheduled itineraries. Don't be disappointed. Don't get your hopes up. if you're not able to do something that you wanted to do, okay, you know what? It's an excuse to come back. So don't get too upset about not being able to do the things that you want to do. But anyways, I'm going to just try to enjoy the park for what it is. I do have some lightning lanes later and a reservation for lunch later at Skipper Canteen, which is in Adventureland. So I'm just going to enjoy my time here while I'm here, enjoy the vibes of Magic Kingdom, and just enjoy myself other than just doing the lightning lanes and the dining reservation that I have later. But let's just see what I get myself into. So since my Seven Dwarfs Mine Train rope drop plans did not go according to what I wanted to do, I am now headed through Liberty Square and into Frontierland to watch the Country Bear Musical Jamboree, because it used to be just called Country Bear Jamboree, but now they've refurbished it and basically made it into like a country version of classic Disney songs. And of course they made some mechanical updates to the animatronics as well. And I also wanted to show you, while I'm walking over there, that this is currently the construction situation going on over here, because they are making a new land here. They basically demolished Tom Sawyer's Island and Rivers of America, and they're making like a Cars land called Piston Peak, which I'm super excited about. I mean, I'm kind of sad that Tom Sawyer's Island and Rivers of America and the riverboat are no longer a thing, because it's very nostalgic to me, but I am excited for the new updates coming, because it's always new and exciting when something is being built at the Disney parks. But I'm almost at the Country Bear Musical Jamboree, so let's go do that now. Well, that was super cute. I was literally the only one in the theater. This is what I'm saying though, like, I had plans to go and rope drop Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, but obviously that didn't work out. But sometimes, like, when your plans go off schedule or you're doing something that you didn't expect to do, that's when you have the most fun. So when you have plans and they don't go the way you expected, don't be so disappointed, because you know what? You might just have more fun doing something else that you didn't plan on doing. But I am getting pretty hungry right now. I did have like a protein bar earlier today, but that was like at 6 in the morning. Now it's around like 9:30. I've always wanted to get this like Nutella berry waffle over at this quick service location called Sleepy Hollow over near Liberty Square, so I think I'm gonna go get that now. Well, that Nutella fruit waffle was absolutely delicious. Now I'm headed to Main Street USA, back to the front of the park, because I heard that they do these like silhouette vignette pictures where you're basically like your frame like of your face is basically outlined and put into like a vintage frame. Well, I don't know if it's put into an actual vintage frame, but they at least do like your profile, like a vignette or like a silhouette of you. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over there now. It's on like this little side street on Main Street USA, but I'm gonna show you where that is right now. I have been to Magic Kingdom so many times, so these little offshoot type activities are something that I really like to do, because I've been on a lot of the rides already and I've done a lot of the main attractions. So these little like secondary activities are so much fun to me. So here's Main Street USA looking at the castle, And if you look just to the right, there's this like little side street alleyway, and this is where you can get those like vignette silhouette type frame photos. I'm really excited to get mine. So I was able to get a silhouette of myself and also my cat Lucy. I'm not going to show you them now. I will be doing a haul video of my Disney World trip in a separate video, so make sure to keep an eye out for that. But let's see what else I get myself into today. I am now at the Ye Olde Christmas shop over in Liberty Square because I have something really special to pick up. Let's go inside. So I ended up getting this customized button for my mom and me. I got 2 of them. It's the celebrating button that says Mom and Daughter Trip. I'm so excited that I got these. So now I'm headed into Tomorrowland because I do have a lightning lane for Tron Light Cycle Run, but I do have some time before I have to check in for that. So I'm gonna go on the People Mover and then head over to my lightning lane for Tron. I do love me a roller coaster, but it's just something about these like old people rides that I absolutely love, and they're just so magical to me.
Greetings, intergalactic travelers. Welcome aboard the People Mover, presented by Enterprise. I'm Monarch 5, your guide aboard this highway in the sky.
The next station is Tomorrowland Urban Planning and Star Traders. Transfer to Green and Red Line.
Don't worry, your express train keeps on rolling through the future, right by 2 of my favorite spots.
Attention all visitors from Galaxy M31. Please keep forward-facing tentacles clear of oncoming vehicles. Thank you.
Now it's time for me to head on over to ride Tron. I'm so excited, it's my first time. Let's do this. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Awesome, have fun.
Thank you.
To win, every member of Team Blue must pass through 8 energy gates before their opponents. Stick together. It's your only hope for victory.
So I just got off of Tron and it was amazing. I definitely recommend going on it if you can, if you like roller coasters or any type of thrill ride. But now I'm headed to Skipper's Canteen for lunch with my mom. I didn't really talk much to the camera while I was in this restaurant because I had a pretty disappointing experience. Even though the vibes were immaculate, since it is based on the Jungle Cruise ride, the service and the food was just not there. The only thing that I really liked was this orange creamsicle drink, which is based on the orange swirl that you can get at Sunshine Tree Terrace. My mom got this grilled chicken salad, and then I got a fried chicken type entree, and they were both just very mid, and also we waited like 45 minutes for our food to come out. It was then time for my mom and I to use our lightning lane on Pirates of the Caribbean.
Keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat.
We'll burn the city to the ground.
I want the rum, don't you, boys?
Oh, it's the treasure map for sure, and no mistake.
are you?
To find a way out.
Awaken the spirits with your tambourine.
Happy haunts, Matilda.
Be sure to bring your death certificate.
For sizing small ones. Sorry.
Hey, y'all. Thanks for helping me put the musicians for our party tonight.
Nah, bro. And a dance down here. Come on, wherever you are. Hallelujah.
There's a keys and knees. I would love for y'all to play at my party tonight. Or a bit more.
How's this? Yes.
Our little friends below are doing big things.
You do?
So I think the last time that I checked in with you guys is I got off Tron and I was gonna go eat lunch with my mom at the Skipper Canteen restaurant in Adventureland. We have since had lunch there. We went on a few rides. We watched the Festival of Fantasy parade, and now I want a snack. I got the pepperoni and cheeseburger spring rolls. I got one of each, so let's try these out. I'm gonna try the cheeseburger first with this little dipping sauce that they gave me. Actually, that was the pepperoni, and I dipped it in the hamburger sauce, so let me actually open up the marinara sauce that they gave me and dip that instead. It's really good. Let me try the other one, which should be the cheeseburger flavor now. Dipping it in the cheeseburger dipping sauce. They're both really good, but I prefer the cheeseburger one because it tastes like an actual McDonald's hamburger or cheeseburger. It has like a more of like a pickly taste. But now, after having these snacks, I'm gonna watch the nighttime parade called Starlight, and then I'm gonna watch the Happily Ever After fireworks. But I'm gonna film those for you, and then I'll call it a night and head back to the hotel room. And then, unfortunately, tomorrow is our last day. We don't go to any parks, but we do have a breakfast reservation at the Grand Floridian. But stay tuned for that video when it does come out. But now it's time to watch the nighttime parade and the fireworks. good morning. Today is our last day. We are headed back home to Boston. We, of course, have packed up all of our stuff, but we have one last plan before we leave this afternoon. We're going to the Grand Floridian to have breakfast at the cafe there, and I'm so excited. Are you excited, Mom?
So excited.
Mom, what was your favorite part about the trip?
I just love Magic Kingdom. I loved everything about it all. I loved the fireworks. I loved everything. It was great.
I think my favorite part was trying all the new things that I hadn't tried before, like Tron, Tiana's Bayou Adventure, the Guardians of the Galaxy ride, as well as Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. But yeah, I had a lot of fun and I can't wait to come back. But let's head to the Grand Floridian to have some breakfast. So we just got out of breakfast. How was your food, Mom?
It was delicious.
So was mine. Now we're just gonna explore the Grand Floridian just a little bit before we have to head to the airport. We're gonna head over here to Clothier's, which is like their fancy gift store here at the Grand Floridian. Let's go check it out. This is of course where they have all of their like designer type items. I wish I could like buy everything in here, including the candles and the perfumes, the Lily Pulitzer, everything, but I'm poor, so I can't. It's cool just to look though. Now what I think I'm gonna do is go upstairs to Basin, which is like a body care store. So let's just go check it out. I really love all of the scents in there. I can already smell the scents from here. It smells so good. I honestly wish I could buy everything in Basin because it all smells so good. They sell lotions, body scrubs, lip products, you name it. They have even a hand washing station where you can try out some of their products. And I even noticed that they had like a Mickey shaped soap dispenser, but I don't know if I could bring that on the airplane with me. But now I'm here out in the lobby area up on the second floor just outside of Basin, and I just can't help but admire the lobby. It's just so stunning. It's like a dream hotel that I want to stay at one day. I've never stayed here, but it's just beautiful, and the scent that they have like pumping out into this hotel is just like unbelievably like just beautiful. Like I wish I could just pump this smell into my room. I think you can like buy a candle or some sort of room spray, or you can even be fancy and buy the actual like machine where it like pumps out the scent, but that's like a lot of money if I'm not mistaken. So I am just gonna admire being here right now while I can. You know what I'm gonna try to do now is go on a little loop around the monorail right now just to kind of give me some of that last Disney feeling. Okay, let's head inside. I'm so excited. I love the monorail. Yay, I'm the only one in this section.
Hold on to that.
So I was finally able to make it to the airport after riding on the monorail. My mom and I ended up taking an Uber here from the Grand Floridian. But if you have watched the videos, the series that I just came out with from all of my Walt Disney World trip, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!